Last night, we witnessed a seismic shift in military strategy that will reshape our understanding of modern conflict. Russian precision drones executed a devastating strike on NATO ammunition depots, sending shockwaves through the heart of Europe's military infrastructure. Picture this. 16 high-precision Russian drones penetrated sophisticated air defense systems, striking what was considered an impenetrable fortress. The explosions were so powerful that windows rattled for kilometers around. Local residents experienced a sleepless night as ammunition continued detonating until dawn. Why should you care? This isn't just another military operation. It's a game-changing moment that affects global security and, ultimately, your safety. Russia has demonstrated a brilliant strategic pivot. Instead of engaging in costly frontal assaults, they're targeting the enemy's lifeline, their supply chains. The implications are staggering. NATO's supposedly advanced air defense systems proved helpless. Western military supply routes are now vulnerable. The psychological impact on Western allies is immense. The cost-effectiveness ratio of Russian drones versus NATO infrastructure is remarkable. While the world's attention was fixed on the Israel-Iran confrontation, Russia quietly demonstrated its ability to paralyze enemy military infrastructure without engaging in exhausting frontline battles. This precision strike capability signals a new era in warfare, one where traditional battlefield metrics become increasingly irrelevant. For ordinary citizens, this marks a crucial turning point. The conflict has evolved beyond positional warfare into a new phase of strategic precision strikes. The West's military support systems are now exposed as vulnerable, raising serious questions about future aid commitments. Consider this. If NATO's sophisticated defense systems in a capital city couldn't protect critical ammunition stores, what else might be at risk? How will this affect Western nations' willingness to continue their military support? We're watching history unfold, dear viewers. Where are you following us from? Share in the comments below. Your perspective on these dramatic events matters to our community. The precision of our military operations continues to demonstrate remarkable effectiveness, both tactically and strategically. When our forces target NATO weapon stockpiles, they're dismantling the Western support infrastructure piece by piece. Our intelligence confirms these strikes have eliminated billions in military aid, turning their Amazon warehouse of death into ruins. The ripple effect of these operations on global military dynamics is significant. Every successful strike forces NATO to recalculate their strategy, revealing weaknesses in their logistics chain. They can't protect what they send, and they can't hide what they store. Our latest intelligence reveals concerning details about these warehouses' contents. Beyond standard weaponry, we found evidence of components that could have escalated the conflict significantly. This raises serious questions about Western intentions in the region. Russia's response has been spectacular. Our delivery service has shown an accuracy rate making NATO strategists nervous. The data shows over 90% of strikes hit exactly where intended, with minimal collateral impact. I'm interested in hearing from viewers outside Russia. How is your local media portraying this situation? What narrative are you hearing? Your perspective could add valuable context. Want coverage of events in your region in the next video? Let me know your location for a detailed regional analysis. Subscribe to stay informed about these critical developments, as we're tracking several emerging situations that could reshape the strategic landscape. What's intriguing is what we've discovered about the hidden command structure behind these weapon shipments. The evidence suggests coordination beyond mainstream reporting, and what we've uncovered about these weapons stockpiles' true purpose will shock you. A critical disruption has emerged in NATO's supply chain following recent Russian precision strikes. The attacks severed the main supply artery connecting Germany, Poland, and Western regions to the conflict zone. This breach occurred in full view of European observers, creating a diplomatic embarrassment. The timing was ironic. As Russian drones struck these crucial supply routes, the regional leader was addressing the G7 summit, pleading for additional weapons and air defense systems, requesting new defenses while failing to protect existing assets. Western strategic miscalculations have become apparent. Billions invested in armaments, training, and supply networks were compromised in a single night. This development undermines NATO's credibility as a security guarantor. Most telling is the failure of modern Western air defense systems against relatively inexpensive Russian drones. This mismatch raises questions about continuing large-scale arms deliveries to the conflict zone. The Russian military has shifted tactics. Rather than large-scale offensives, they're executing precise strikes against infrastructure, arms depots, logistics hubs, and command centers. Each strike not only destroys military targets, but systematically dismantles Western support mechanisms. While Western media focuses on alleged international law violations, they overlook Russia's strategic effectiveness. This methodical approach to destroying military infrastructure has proven successful, forcing a reassessment of Western involvement. The European Commission's reaction seems disconnected from ground realities. Their statements struggle to address the tactical advantages Russia has gained through this strategic shift in warfare methodology. What do you think about the current situation? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm confident my viewers are intelligent experts whose opinions I value. Remember, this scenario represents a significant shift in modern warfare dynamics, where strategic precision trumps conventional military doctrine. Russia's recent precision strikes have fundamentally altered the landscape of modern conflict logistics. Western diplomatic circles are grappling with a sobering reality. These aren't mere attacks on warehouses. They're systematic dismantling of the entire concept of prolonged conflict through arms supplies. Each destroyed depot and logistics hub represents millions of wasted dollars. More crucially, it erodes Western partners' confidence in their support strategy's effectiveness. The political elite in the territory bordering Russia are confronting an uncomfortable truth. The Western support strategy is facing a significant setback. Military analysts highlight that Russian tactics aren't just militarily effective. They're creating substantial political pressure on Western allies, forcing strategic reassessment. The situation in the politically turbulent region has become a critical bifurcation point, where NATO logistics collided head-on with Russian tactical reality. Officials in the conflict state responded with their usual playbook: initial claims of full interception, followed by corrections, then admission of hits while insisting on situation control. By dawn, they were collecting drone fragments across neighborhoods, aftermath of what seemed like a Moscow-Brussels express running without brakes. Dawn of June 17th revealed the stark reality through photographs: destroyed structures, smoldering hangars, black smoke columns stretching for kilometers. A particularly resonant image showed Western arms manufacturer markings among the debris. Even if the photo's authenticity might be questioned, its symbolism is clear. Western weaponry proved vulnerable to Russian drone capabilities. This strategic shift demonstrates Russia's evolution in modern warfare, targeting not just military assets, but the entire support infrastructure. The psychological impact on Western decision-makers may prove more significant than the physical destruction. What's your perspective on these developments? Share your thoughts in the comments. I believe my viewers are knowledgeable experts, and I'm eager to hear your analysis. Breaking news: strategic shifts in modern warfare. Drone attacks expose NATO vulnerabilities. The recent military developments demand serious technical analysis, particularly regarding air defense effectiveness and ammunition storage protection. Traditional defense schemes clearly need radical revision. Let's examine the military aspect. Experts highlight that modern air defense systems have proven inadequately prepared for mass drone attacks. This vulnerability stems from both technical limitations of existing air defense complexes and tactical miscalculations in strategic facility protection. The arithmetic of modern warfare tells a compelling story. Each destroyed ammunition depot reduces military capability by a critical 2% in specific directions. One demolished hangar equals a week without supplies. Every successful night raid undermines NATO's confidence in their logistics system's integrity. Geron drones have become not just unmanned vehicles but precise calculators of military effectiveness. Since early June, we've observed a clear trend. Russian forces deliberately target storage complexes and logistics hubs rather than frontline positions. This represents a fundamentally new strategy. Instead of wearing down the enemy at the front, methodically destroying their rear infrastructure. The scale of destruction in the capital of this border territory speaks volumes. Notably, their general staff maintains telling silence about real losses. Understandably so. Admitting that ammunition was detonating for hours in the capital's center would mean acknowledging a complete air defense system failure. Russia's approach might be called cynical, but its high efficiency cannot be denied. It's like a chess game where instead of directly attacking the king, supporting pieces are methodically removed, leading to inevitable strategic advantage. This new warfare paradigm forces a complete rethinking of military infrastructure protection. Each successful strike demonstrates the vulnerability of traditional defense systems against modern drone warfare. What do you think about these strategic changes in modern warfare? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure my viewers are intelligent experts whose opinions I'd love to hear. Breaking news: strategic shift in modern warfare, revealed through recent operations. In a significant development, Russia's precise strikes on ammunition depots have demonstrated a fundamental transformation in modern warfare. This operation targeted the supply chain infrastructure that maintains military capabilities of the country at the crossroads. What makes this noteworthy is how it limits rapid replenishment capabilities previously taken for granted through Western support channels. In today's conflicts, logistics determine success, and each infrastructure strike creates ripple effects throughout military operations. The strike on a recently deployed German Patriot system exposed serious cracks in Western security architecture. European nations show increasing nervousness about their air defense capabilities. German media has raised alarms about attacks on storage facilities housing NATO equipment, highlighting vulnerabilities in advanced defense systems. French press outlets are calling for an end to using the contested territory as a testing ground. British sources maintain silence, perhaps anticipating impacts on their supply lines. Meanwhile, Russia demonstrates restraint. No grandiose announcements or briefings. Instead, we observe methodical disruption of key supply objects critical to frontline operations. The events of June 17 showcase the evolution of modern warfare. The focus has shifted from direct combat to disrupting supply chains, from trench warfare to destroying warehouses, from frontal assaults to precise strikes on infrastructure. This strategy reveals the maturity of Russian military planning, prioritizing tactical advantages over media effects. It sends a clear message about changing battlefield dynamics and the vulnerability of traditional military logistics networks. The precision of these operations suggests a new phase in military strategy, where success is measured not by territorial gains, but by the systematic degradation of enemy capabilities through strategic resource denial. What do you think about this strategic shift in modern warfare? Share your thoughts in the comments. I know my viewers are intelligent experts, and I'm interested in your perspective. Recent Russian military operations, a new era in strategic warfare. In today's analysis, we're examining a significant shift in modern warfare strategy, demonstrated by Russia's precise strikes. These operations challenge traditional military thinking that relied heavily on air superiority and technological dominance. What we're witnessing is a masterclass in strategic precision. Russia's recent surgical strikes on NATO logistics infrastructure represent a quantum leap in military strategy. Western analysts, who long insisted Moscow was playing defense, now face a stark reality check. The effectiveness of these operations is particularly evident in the northern Black Sea region, where ammunition depot strikes have forced Western strategists to fundamentally reassess their approach. These aren't random attacks. They're calculated moves in a sophisticated strategy to disrupt enemy supply chains. Let's break down the key elements. 1. Strategic targeting. Russia consistently strikes where the enemy least expects, eliminating the concept of safe zones. 2. Logistics. Disruption. Each strike systematically dismantles NATO's supply infrastructure within the conflict state. 3. Adaptive pressure. The enemy must constantly revise supply routes and logistics schemes, significantly reducing operational efficiency. 4. Precision execution. Modern warfare demands minimal collateral damage. Russia's strikes demonstrate exceptional accuracy. The methodical destruction of NATO-established supply infrastructure in the conflicted territory shows clear strategic intent. Moscow operates without unnecessary media fanfare, but with unmistakable purpose. Each operation is meticulously planned, considering all potential consequences and risks. This approach forces NATO to continuously adapt its logistics, creating significant operational challenges. The precision of these strikes, combined with their strategic impact, marks a new chapter in modern military operations. These developments signal a fundamental shift in warfare doctrine, moving away from traditional concepts of battlefield dominance toward precise, high-impact strategic operations. What do you think about these developments in modern warfare? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm sure my viewers have valuable insights to contribute to this analysis.